My wife's friend insulted her, and I've been slowly returning the favor. So my wife's friend got married a couple years back. She made it this 3-day long event with multiple meals and 2 ceremonies, everything with different dress codes. Day 1 was some dinner that started at 9 p.m. and took 3 hours, which she then forced everyone to go dancing afterwards. We joined for the meal, but it being on a weekday told her couldn't go dancing. The next day at her brunch, she tells us how much fun they had dancing and how even old people and children went. I brush it off and smile. Then 2 different ceremonies happen that day. And then finally the event will end with another brunch on the 3rd day. By this point, we are exhausted because we are not party people but wanted to be nice and participate. So the morning before the brunch, we get up early, get into our 4th outfit of her event. My wife does her hair and makeup again for the 4th time. And we get to this brunch. Her friend greets us and says, "Oh, hi, babe. Wow, you look comfy," with this judgmental tone in her voice as if to say my wife wasn't trying hard enough, which was bullshit. My wife tries her best to brush the event off and says it's just stress from the wedding that made her terrible towards us the entire time. But I've decided that her friend is just an asshole and will slowly repay her for years. Since then, at various gatherings, I have given her the following compliments. "I love how you don't care about vanity. Just go with that natural look and who cares what people think. You look super comfy. I've said variations of this one several times. I wish I could have your attitude with arriving whenever, but I always have to show up on time for things," and so on. The greatest part is you can see the gears turning as she tries to figure out if I'm being complimentary or not. I will continue doing this until this person is no longer in our lives or one of us dies. Edit. Holy cow, this blew up. You all have given me some incredible ammunition. I will spend the next. Time to escalate. Hey, it's so nice to see you really settling into a happy married life where you're not concerned about those beauty standards anymore. Someone must have been up late last night having some fun. No? Guess you're just tired. One my grandma would use. Wow. I wish I was as brave as you. You really make your own style, huh? In reference to someone's clothes, the lines of wisdom seem to be settling in IC. Some people stress about keeping fit after having kids. You seem to be unaffected by that obligation. See, I knew you guys would still be together. You really shouldn't listen to what people say about you. OP, wow, good for you. Still partying into the early morning hours, I see. Did you have fun last night? Her confused. I wasn't partying last night. OP, oh, my mistake. You just have the look of someone who was out later partying the night before. Oh, girl, I can tell you're getting good at those home-cooked meals. I bet your hubby is so happy. This is the Southern way. Lol. That is a be-old outfit. I don't have that kind of confidence. Less is more. Do you need to sit down, have a glass of water? You don't look well or you look like you're going to be sick. Is your meal all right? You look like something didn't taste right. Well, that's an interesting underscore choice. My grandmother has a blouse just like that. You wear it well. My grandmother has a blouse like that. There have been a couple of times when my mom has offered my wife a shirt or jacket after she'd bought it for herself but found it too small. My wife takes it as a personal insult about getting older, which I find hilarious since my mom has a pretty youthful style for a near octogenarian, and both my parents love my wife. On the other hand, everything she buys for me is dark and stripy like a goth version of Where's Wally. And don't forget the classic, well, bless your little heart. Throw in a condescending smile and you're golden. Not the grandma one. Styles come back around, so a lot of what grandmas would wear might be fashionable again. Also, a lot of people strive to dress like a grandma, like that is its own style. Try mother instead. Telling someone they dress like your grandma could be a compliment. Telling them they dress like your mom is a blow. LOL, my wife once had someone ask her where she got a shirt because her mom would love it. Pretty certain she never wore that shirt again. I do the blouse one with dudes and monster trucks. I look at my little boy and say, wow, that truck looks just like grandma's. How fun. It makes my petty heart happy. My grandmother used to welcome me with, you look so much younger than your age. That's the great thing about being a bit too big. A round face always looks more youthful. Lethal. Sadly, this is epic. Sorry for your experience. Fat Phil's cracks a guy told me one time when I lost a lot of weight and he commented on my wrinkles, then said that. I didn't care. It was true. My mother says shit like this to my sister all the time and actually tries to pass it off as oops, I didn't mean it that way. Love it so much. May I suggest, wow, you are so brave wearing that. Good for you. Not many people can pull off that I just don't care look. Oddly staring at her lip line/eyebrows makes sure you look puzzled. No society norms for you, huh? I think the weight suits you. It softens your features. Or, oh, that is a bold choice for your body type. I can kind of see the look you were going for. I love that you just don't care what anyone thinks while looking her up and down. Lul oof. My favorite is, you're impossible to underestimate. I would find ways to compliment your wife in your digs at her. Something like, wife's name still looks as young as ever. It's like we're all getting older, but she stays the same age, huh? Wife was able to get rid of that pregnancy weight so easily, I'm sure you will eventually. I can't remember, you're how many years older than wife? This would be a great one if they are younger or the same age. As she's talking, look at your wife, sigh, and say, wife is so tolerant of awful people. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying? I was distracted for a moment. There's gold here, damn it! Dances like a prospector in 1849. Yeah, I love the boasting of his wife. Good husband all around. These are the cream of the crop right here. Perfection. Teach us of your ways, sensei. Absolute hero. Some other compliments to consider for the future. Not everyone can pull off that kind of look, but you certainly tried. Your haircut really slims your face. Your house feels so lived in. You're so charming when you make an effort. I wish I was as comfortable as you're wearing that outfit. I love how you just don't care what anyone thinks of you. How fun. I envy your courage. But you certainly tried, is gold. Your haircut really slims your face, is gold, almost better if said to someone with already slim features, lol. Well, shit. We get, your house feels so lived in from everyone. The haircut one is really wicked. It's absolutely not obvious, but it really gets under your skin. I love it. With credit to Lucille Ball. If that's the kind of dress you wanted, you sure got a good one. Don't listen to the others. I'm really glad you're here. Maybe just a well, I'm glad you came with extra emphasis on the I'm. Subtle enough that she won't ask follow-up questions, but direct enough to make her wonder. I had a septuagenarian British friend with a very dry sense of humor tell me, IQ, I don't care what the others say, and it took a full 10 seconds to hit me, at which point I squawked and my jaw dropped as she cackled, eminently pleased with herself. We still reference it. I personally have no problem with you being here. If she mentions a raise, promotion, or bonus, ask if she'll finally go see an orthodontist. Someone said that to me once, and it stayed in my head way longer than he ever would have dreamed. He wasn't being mean and has no idea. Hey, now you can go get your teeth bleached. My God, that's brutal. Good Lord, this would have taken me out.
Thank you very much for watching. Put likes, write comments, and wait for new videos on the channel.